Now, what's the whole deal with Bill Gates being sued for 1000 crore rupees in the Bombay High Court? From what I understand, a Mr. Dilip Lunawat has filed a writ petition before the Bombay High Court against 7 respondents, including Bill Gates and the Serum Institute of India. Now, in fact, I remembered when this case was filed, it did come in the news reports many months ago, and I forgot about it, and I guess news media also did not cover it quite well, because the matter was actually filed in January of 2022. The order sheets in the matter do not really show what transpired between January and May, but I'm assuming it must be because of the pandemic effects. But in May of 2022, the matter was adjourned because of paucity of time to July of 2022, where the petitioner sought some more time. The matter was finally listed before the court on 26th of August 2022, where the court fixed the matter for 17th of November 2022. And it is very important to note here that notice has been issued to all the 7 respondents and not just Bill Gates and Serum Institute, the way news media are portraying it to be. The order sheet just says issue notice to respondents returnable on 17th of November 2022. Now, another clarification I want to give: when everyone says that Bill Gates and Serum Institute have been sued for 1000 crore rupees, I do not find it to be the correct terminology, because when you sue somebody, you are filing a civil suit, in this case for damages against them. This is a writ petition filed under Article 226 of the Constitution of India. The scope of a writ petition is very different from the scope of a civil suit. And I suspect that there is a very good chance that the Bombay High Court can turn the petitioner away and say that you have your remedies, which means that the petitioner will be at liberty to file a civil suit claiming compensation damages from the private parties involved in the matter in a separate forum, which will be the concerned court where the civil suit can be filed, which has the concerned territorial as well as the pecuniary jurisdiction involved. However, I also suspect that things become difficult for the petitioner in this circumstance, because whatever amount he seeks from the private now defendants in the civil suit, he will have to pay requisite amount of court fees, which again, if he is suing for 1000 crore rupees, the amount of court fees will be several crore rupees, which he will in all probability not be able to afford. In this particular case, what the petitioner has done is that he has, among other things, prayed that the government may pay 1000 crore rupees as interim compensation to the petitioner, and the same may be recovered by the government from the Serum Institute of India at the appropriate time. And Bill Gates' name has been dragged into this picture because of the fact that allegedly Bill Gates Foundation also funded the efforts of manufacture, marketing, sale, distribution of the Covishield vaccine in India in the efforts of the Serum Institute of India. Now, what does the writ petition actually say? According to reports, Mr. Lunawat has filed this writ petition against the respondents, saying that his daughter was a medical student and a healthcare professional and was again as a state mandated to be given the Covishield vaccine. She died on 1st of March 2021, and the petitioner also contends that a body called the Adverse Events Following Immunization Committee, that is the AEFI, in October of 2021 admitted that the death of the daughter of the petitioner was caused due to adverse effects by the Covishield vaccine. The petitioner claims that the government and these private players were all negligent in informing the public, and along with the public, his daughter, about the possible adverse effects of the vaccine, because of which she lost her life. It's also interesting that a writ petition was filed before the Honorable Supreme Court of India with the very similar issues in the matter of Jacob Puliel versus the Union of India, in which the Honorable Supreme Court, a 2-judge bench in May of 2022, held that state mandatory vaccinations are unconstitutional. The court also held that the government can impose restrictions on individuals in the requirement of public health. But the court held that in this particular case, the doctrine of proportionality is not being met because of the fact that there is no significant data to show that the risk of transmission is greater from an unvaccinated person compared to a vaccinated person of the COVID-19 virus. Now, according to news reports, the petitioner has sought multiple prayers One of them being that the respondent authorities may be held liable for a very callous attitude of not reporting to the public the possible side effects of the Covishield vaccine. The petitioner has also sought interim compensation of 1,000 crore rupees to be given to the petitioner by the government to be recovered by the Serum Institute of India later. And interestingly, the petitioner has also sought directions against social media platforms like the platform that you're watching this video on, and said that investigation must be done onto the alleged criminal conspiracy of the social media platforms to suppress again the side effects of the vaccines. What is going to happen, I do not know, but I do feel that this matter is going to stretch out for a significant amount of time. That is what happens to writ petitions on most days. But in November of 2022, most likely all the respondents will be seeking more time to file their reply/counter affidavit to the writ petition, and perhaps we'll see an outcome in favor or against the petitioner maybe in another year or two.